Hi everyone, welcome. This is Carrie Martens here from Whole Body Reboot, and today I am meeting with one of my clients named Cathie, and she wants to share with us what her journey's been like on the detox, the Whole Body Reboot plan. So I'm just waiting for Cathie to join us. So Cathie, she'll tell us a bit about her story, but she's basically lost over 30 pounds. At the beginning, she had some blood pressure issues as well. She was just feeling gross. She didn't feel motivation to exercise. She was also, which is common concern, that if she lost too much weight, that maybe it wouldn't suit her body, that it wouldn't look healthy on her. So all those concerns are gone now. She's completely transformed, and it's just so incredible to see. So I'm really excited to see her as soon as she joins here. Hi everyone watching, thanks for joining. I'm just waiting for Cathie to join me here. Hopefully she comes on. Let's see if I can try adding her. Here she comes.
Thanks for all the waves, Lindsay. I'm glad you're joining. Oh
Hello.
my goodness, there you are. Hi.
It's
Thank you for joining me,
Hi,
Cathie.
it's working.
Oh, it is. Finally, you look unbelievable. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to see you and talk to
Oh,
you
thank
today.
you.
You bet. You deserve it. So you have done the whole body reboot program. I was giving everyone the intro while we were waiting for you. That you've lost over 30 pounds. And I was just going to ask you a little bit about what was going on. What were some of the struggles you had at the beginning when we first talked before you started the program?
hmm Well, when we first talked before I started the program, I had very high blood pressure, and a cardiologist had told me to record my blood pressure for 3 months, just randomly 2 or 3 times a week. And within 3 months, go back and see my doctor, and that I would probably need medication. My blood sugar, my fasting blood glucose was also very high. And both of my parents have diabetes, and so it just makes sense in the doctor's eyes that I would too. And she told me, "You have a year. And if you can't get this down, then we will definitely be looking at medication." Because every year my fasting blood glucose would go up. So I I had a lot of issues with heartburn, or what now they call acid reflux, like a lot of issues, like to the point where I'd be like nauseous all the time. And yeah, I just felt. And so since I've started the program, I think it was only just a couple of weeks on the program, and all of my stomach issues had disappeared. Like they just totally disappeared. My blood pressure is amazingly low. I mean, in a healthy range, where it always used to be. Because my blood pressure was always low until I turned 51. And 51, for some reason, that was the magic number. And my blood pressure just was really, really high. And I remember it was, during my annual physical, and the nurse took my blood pressure twice because it was unnaturally high for me. And then the other office assistant came in and she took it. And then she just left it in the office saying, "Yeah, your doctor's going to want to do this because he's not going to believe us that your blood pressure is this high." Anyway,
Mm, that's
it's not an issue anymore. And that is something I'm very, very grateful for. And, like the daily nausea and the heartburn that would just last like literally 5, 6 weeks at a time,
Brutal.
that's also disappeared. And what I'm hearing from my friends and my coworkers and is that I am radiant. So I'm not really sure what that means, but they are noticing a real difference in my appearance. Just, and that started again when I was after about 3 weeks on the program. And, I was having struggles initially. And I was taking some supplements that thinking I was doing the right thing without checking in with you first. And, but a lot of my health issues have like literally, if not totally disappeared, barely there.
That is amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. And you deserve every second of it. And that's another thing I love too, that people are always glowing and radiating, and that's a sign of true health, right? Like if we're looking hungry and starved and emaciated and like that's not healthy. Even if we lose the
Yeah.
weight, that's not what we want. So this is a good sign, like your body's showing signs that you've given it everything it needs to heal and rejuvenate. And I'm so happy.
Yes.
Amazing.
And and it's interesting too because like my friends and coworkers, they just teased me about my bucket of salad that I'd always be taking around with me. And that is something like with my job, I'm on the road a lot and staying overnight for 2 to 3 days at a time. And I just wanted to, I know we talked about this before when we tried to do this, but I just want to say that it really is easy to do, even the releasing stage. I mean, obviously the maintenance is a little bit easier for me anyway, but even during the releasing stage, to travel and still maintain your diet or to, maintain like the clean living.
Hmm.
And what I did was I bought a little Cuisinart, a little griddler, and it's it's compact. I mean, it's not really, really tiny, but it's compact. And I just took it everywhere with me. And then that way I would just go to the grocery store, whatever town or city I was in, and just buy like my chicken breasts or extra lean hamburger or something that's really easy to cook. And it cooks in half the time on this little griddler thing because, you close the lid and so both sides are cooked at the same time. And, buying fresh vegetables and just preparing them. And after, I would cook my, like, say, chicken breast. So when I would cook my supper chicken, I would also cook my lunch chicken.
Hmm.
And then I would, well, obviously let it cool down and I'd prepare all my vegetables for the next day. And I just invested in a whole bunch of different sizes of Rubbermaid
Hmm.
containers at the grocery store. And, you know, it it really was easy. And I'm kind of lazy when it comes to cooking these days. And so if I'm telling you it's easy, it's easy. It
Oh,
really wasn't a difficult. This really hasn't been a difficult process in that way. Because really, we were talking, and it only takes about 15 minutes to wash and slice and put your vegetables aside for the next, like for lunch, right? And yeah, and it's so much better. It's so, oops, I just feel so much better. And I know it's because I'm not eating junk.
hmm.
And I looking back, I didn't think I ate that much junk food, but looking back now, I'm realizing, yeah, I did eat a lot of junk
It
food.
sneaks in, and like you said, if it doesn't take a lot of extra time if we plan, but if we don't, it's so
Mm.
easy when you're traveling and on the run to just grab the wrong thing when you're hungry, or yeah, grab the
Yes.
easier thing. But
Uh,
if it's
yeah.
organized, and then on our program, it
And
is
it's,
simple food. If we plan ahead, it doesn't have to take extra time.
that's right. No, it doesn't have to, not at all.
And you were kind of forced to plan ahead because you're
And
traveling.
I mean, the other Yeah. And I mean, the other piece is that I know that initially I did have some doubts about my metabolism, especially when I wasn't losing weight quite as fast as other people were saying they were. But you know what? I overshot my goal weight now by 6 pounds. So I'm feeling really good. Like I was able to get to my goal weight and then lose I mean, just I don't know if it's coincidentally, but I also like I lost 6 pounds more than my goal weight, like to receive the weight loss grant.
Awesome.
And I totally lost where I was going with that. But oh, that's what I was going with. See, age. I'm 61 years old. So if my metabolism can be reset at 61, if you're 30, 40, 50, your metabolism is going to reset too.
Yeah, this idea
And
of
and that's the
age is
thing,
not true.
I've just today's day 2 of my 3rd week of maintenance. And since I've started maintenance, I've lost 2 pounds. So and
Oh,
that's
so
eating
good.
more food.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, so if I can do it, if my body can do this, you can
yeah.
too. I
Well,
just want to give people that encouragement.
that's actually, yeah, and a lot of people are worried about that. With age, they think, oh, it's inevitable, my metabolism's going to be slow, or hormones or whatever, but it's actually not true. That's a false idea.
Sorry,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
we had a bit of a breakup there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then also the idea of I need to eat less to lose weight is also inaccurate. If your metabolism's here and we're eating here and then we eat less, the metabolism is going to lower to match what we're eating. So then as soon as we start eating more or go off track on any way, the metabolism actually
Mm-hmm.
stays down here, and then you can never eat more again, right? So most people are going around after dieting and accumulating toxins, but their metabolism's just too low. And so we got to get it back up to where it needs to be. And now you've done that. And then you actually do need to increase how much you're eating to match that. So yeah, you've done it all right. Now your body's working effectively. And I love it. So good. So the blood pressure you were mentioning, the reflux improved, your stomach issues, just how you're feeling generally, you're more energy radiating. Just to share with people too where you were. I know it's not just about the weight loss, but that's a good bonus, right? At the beginning you were 156, and now what have you reached as your final goal weight here, or your final? Oh, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, your voice is I'm not hearing your words.
Oh, shoot.
It's
Okay.
yeah, it's like there's slow motion. I just can't hear you.
Okay. Well, hopefully the video's still working and everyone can hear. Let us know, people watching, if you can hear us. Um, but anyway, so I think she said it was somewhere over 30 pounds that she was at as of this morning. So if you can't hear me, we might end the call here, but you've shared so much with us. And I want to thank you so much for working with me and trusting me on this journey. It's been an absolute honor, and to share your experience with others that might be considering this program. So we'll end it there, Cathie, because I know you can't hear me very well.
Okay.
And
No, I can't.
that's
Yeah.
fine. And we'll be in touch very soon. So thanks again. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Bye-bye.